What's up, YouTube? This is my Sprint EVO 3D. Now I was supposed to post this video like a week ago, but I've been pretty busy, so I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm not fixing to go into a hardware tour or software. I just want to tell you a couple of things that I haven't seen anybody mention on YouTube, or on the internet. And first of all, a lot of my friends was asking me, should they get the EVO 3D, or should they get the Motorola Photon? And my thing is this, this is what I told them. If you like Motorola, you've been a big customer of theirs, you like the blur and all that stuff, then you should go ahead and get it. But if you get it, do not go to the Sprint store and play around with this EVO 3D first, because once you play with this phone for a minute, it's going to make that Motorola Photon look very, very laggy. And I'm serious about that. Now, if you think I'm lying, just go up there and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to look real, real slow in comparison with this phone. This phone is the truth. Now, the only thing I don't like about this EVO 3D is the loudspeaker. Okay? The loudspeaker. Now, if you know anything about Motorola or HTC, you know that they are notorious for putting a loudspeaker on their phone and it be real loud, But in this case, this one is not. This ain't even louder than the EVO 4G, And with that, I mean it's made funny because, if you call somebody and you put it on loudspeaker, it sounds like the person is in the room with you. That's how loud and clear it is. Okay? But your ringtoners and your media be real, real low. And that's just this is the second phone I done had, and it's the same way. The first phone I got, like this first EVO, I had to take it back because it wasn't giving me the haptic feedback that it's supposed to. Now that slips, a lot of people don't notice that, but I did, and that's why I took it back. They at the Sprint store talked a little shit, but I'm a go tooth and nail, especially when I'm under warranty. I ain't pay that much for the phone, like about $60 for the phone anyway. But regardless of what I paid, you know what I'm saying, it's under warranty. You're gonna have to swap this in for another fucking phone, whether you like it or not. So they did, and everything is working on it perfectly. But the same thing, the loudspeaker for your media or your ringtoners are low, and it's just as simple as that. But if you're talking to somebody, it's real loud. Now, another thing I didn't like about this phone, okay? Now, if you know the EVO 4G, one of the most, well, not gonna say the most important thing, but one of the things that made it stand out was the kickstand. It was the first to have it. Everybody biting now, but this one does not have it. They make cases with the kickstand for the EVO 3D, which brings me to my second gripe. Okay, this is the difference between Motorola and between Apple and all these other HTC and Nokia and all them. They don't know how to market their stuff right. Apple knows how to market their stuff right, because they made a kickstand. The kickstand is important to me because they got a kickstand where you can set it up in portrait or landscape on the same kickstand, and you can watch your content or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is they made the kickstand in purple and the other one in pink. Purple and pink. That's not marketing your shit right. It's not. Because ain't no man in his right mind gonna be walking out of a Sprint store with a pink case, okay? And I really wanted the pink. I really wanted the case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, maybe I can work it the purple one. I went to a different Sprint store. I'm thinking maybe it's just they store and they all the same, And I'm thinking maybe I could go to a different one. I went to a different one, and I'm like, you know what? Purple is kind of girly, but let me just see how it look on the phone. You want to see how a purple one look on the? That is purple, don't you? I'm like, yeah. Is that a problem? No, that ain't no problem. Hey, Leroy, he wanna and this one of the guys that work there. He wanna a purple case for his phone. That guy. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the people that work up in the store. So you know he come over. You want that? You know that's purple, right? You gonna get that? I'm like, you know what? I'm obviously not gonna buy it now. You know, no, if that's what you into. I mean, y'all completely turned me off of it. I didn't say I wanted to buy it. I wanted to see how it looked on the phone. If necessary, I would go online and see if I could find one with a manly color. You know, and then you know what else was funny about it? After he go on about, I'm like, because I bought this burgundy case from there, because they was going on so much about the purple and being real girly and all this shit, you know, and gay. That's what basically he was saying. You know, after I told him to ring me up for this one, you know, because I'm frustrated now. I'm like, how much is if I got the burgundy one, would that make me look gay? No, that's a masculine color. Okay, you would just give me the burgundy. He give me the burgundy. He ringing me up. Another guy comes stand by me, you know. And I'm like, hello, dude. The line is back there. I'm being, he ringing me up. He like, no. I'm waiting on him. He waiting on the guy that's ringing me up. This other cat that came in there. And then when the guy that's ringing me up turned around and looked at the guy that was standing next to me, he was like, hey, you. And the other guy's like, hey, what time do you get off? You know, they lovers. So I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? They gonna go on and on about how gay the purple is when he walking around with thongs on. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing about not that being gay is bad. I'm just saying don't be throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? But that's the two main issues I have. Now I know they're gonna make some more cases, but you know, with the kickstand on them. Now they didn't put the kickstand on this particular phone, the 3D, because they needed room for the big ass battery that it come with. But you know, this phone it's got that dual core Snapdragon. I think it's a 1.2 Snapdragon processor. Everything is just perfect. Now this is my text messaging, you know, hand sent. If you flip it down, you got a chick over there. If you go into a message, you know, I mean, you can super customize it. Everything opens up real fast. And phone, everything is nice on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. The camcorder is perfect. And I will say this. I do believe that you could replace your flip with this phone, because the microphone is outstanding on here. The microphone is outstanding on here, and the front facing camera is like 3 times better than the EVO 4G. But that's just me. Check it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is an amazing phone. I just really wish they would have made the loudspeaker a lot louder than it is when it comes to ringtoners. Because let me open up video right quick. This is my 3D. You know, I ain't even go into the 3D but you know, the 3D I didn't buy for that, but the 3D do look good. Now they said the LG 3D looks better than that, better than the EVO. Now if it do, it's amazing, because the 3D on here is nice. Let me get in. Oh, I want you to hear how it sounds. See if you can hear it.
Well, here you go.
Now it sound good in here because it's quiet. I got everything off. But if you at work, my EVO 4G, even with everybody talking and everything, you can hear everything perfectly. That's basically it. I know you're going to say it sounds good, but it, like I said, everything is off. If you bad, you know what I'm saying, and you start listening and you can't really hear your ringtoners, then you're going to know what I was talking about. But that's basically it. This is my review on it. Should you upgrade from this from the 4G to this? Absolutely, if it's me, because this baby is nice. And maybe it'll, you know, in the update, you know, they'll do something about that audio, the loudspeaker. Other than that, this thing is nice. That's just me.